what if we, just put lithium in the drinking water from Vox.com in
that.
2018? How our drinking water could help prevent suicide.
Is that what they
Just
want to do?
Put lithium in the water, and that's scary, right?
Yeah. Are they really talking about it?
Yes, this is Vox.com. This is mainstream NBC-funded Vox.com putting an article out.
Wow.
Arguing that we should put lithium in our drinking water to kind of desensitize people.
This is because they found that people who lived near water sources that had lithium were much happier. They were less depressed, less suicidal. So they're like, all right, let's do it.
Quote unquote happier.
Well, I mean,
you knock on their door and they're like, hello.
Yeah.
In the right dose, I think it would probably be good for you. I imagine it's the third element. I mean, it's got to have something good.
Fluoridation. This is fluoridation all over again.
Well, but this is psychoactive. I mean,
right.
And it's bad for your kidneys.
Lithium.
Right.
So like top-down medicine.
And your thyroid. Screw your thyroid up big time.
What's your experience with top-down medicine? Because I find
what do you mean by top-down?
Like saying this is the vaccine, everyone needs it, whereas everyone's different.
The centralization of medicine is one of the biggest catastrophes I've ever seen. Medicine is best practice of highly trained caring physician, motivated, informed patient. That is your most efficient unit, period. Anything else screws it up. And now, in medicine, look, I didn't realize 80% of physicians are employed now. So when all these physicians froze in place and stopped treating patients, I couldn't understand what was happening. Well, they got word from on high, from the centralized authority, just send them home. And that was it.
Yeah.
It was psychopath.
And that's crazy. And they didn't even talk about early treatments. They didn't even talk about
nothing.
Preventative treatment.
No, because they were instructed to shut up, don't do it.
Well,
exactly, which is crazy.
So I got sick. And then I felt fine. And I was like, I just feel like I'm a little sick. Then it got bad. And I was like, I'm going to call because maybe there's a protocol for this that I'm not aware of. And, I'm somebody who reads constantly, but I was like, maybe they'll say like, hey, take this vitamin, do this or otherwise. I called the local hospital and they went, go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
monitor your PO2. That's it.
And they were like, just go to sleep. They didn't tell me to do anything. And then that night I got really bad and I was shaking. And so I was like, man, if I got to call Joe Rogan, it's the only thing I can do.
That's what I always think when I get sick. I got to call Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
but in all seriousness, it was I had talked to a doctor and they said there's nothing you can do. But I knew from the news, not even from talking to Joe, that he had gotten monoclonal antibodies. And I said maybe there's something he knows.
And by the way, his treatment was like a year into the pandemic. We had that stuff for 6 months before that.
Right.
It's crazy.
Now,
dude, that to me is a public health failure. They should have been educating people how to. They want to save lives. Educate people how to deal with their illness.
This is the crazy thing. So we all got sick. We all got the monoclonal antibodies, and we were all like overnight just better. Yeah. It was a weird experience. And then I remember hearing from my doctor that they were actually struggling to get more monoclonal antibodies at a certain point.
There was a moment right around the time you probably got sick where they had trouble distributing it, trouble getting it, trouble accessing it.
But they were saying it was because the government was shutting it down.
Yeah,
they were making it harder to get, and then I think what Biden said no to it, or
no,
what
you know what? It was how they I think they started sending it into areas of risk. You know what I mean?
Well, no, Biden tried to take it away from Florida, and Florida and Ron DeSantis had to fight back, saying no, stop trying to take it away from us. And then they limited it because they said it was quote ineffective, which absolutely made no sense at all and was not backed by any science.